Welcome. If you are a CEO, a team leader, you manage a group of people, if you run your own business, if you run someone else's business for them, if you're in a leadership position of any kind, then chances are you drink for a reason that a lot of people don't drink. Now let's call out the big elephant in the room. It's important to understand, not from a place of judgment, but it's important to understand that the reason why AA can be so off-putting and unattractive to a lot of people is because it's open to everyone. What that means, it's open to people that are living on the street, and it's open to high-performing, hard-working, got my shit together in most areas. Just alcohol is a little bit of a challenge for me. And the thing with that is, the reason why high performers drink is completely different to the reasons why individuals who are on the street are actually drinking. Now, most of us think that we drink to switch off at the end of the day. That's true for a lot of people that just can't handle the day. Probably not true for you. So try this on and let it sit or simmer with you over the next 24 hours and get back to me and let me know if it's valuable to understand this. If you have a high intense, high pressure work environment, then chances are you're not drinking at the end of the day to switch off. You're actually utilizing alcohol as what's called a peak performance drug, which means you're utilizing alcohol to keep performing. Now, one of the greatest assets to any high performer is that they're relentless and they like to get shit done and they like to be what's called switched on. One of the downsides of that is we can often find it hard to switch off. But what we've got to understand is we're not using alcohol to switch off. Alcohol actually suppresses the need to switch off. So it's actually our inability to switch off. So we consume alcohol to, try this on, keep performing. If you consume alcohol to socialize, if you consume alcohol at the end of the day, so you've got another couple of hours in you to get some work tasks done. If you consume alcohol at the end of the day, so you can start cooking dinner or connect with your partner or collaborate with your family. If you're using alcohol and then you're still performing, then you're using it as a peak performance drug. That's profoundly important to understand, because my question to you is this. If you're performing at a high level during the day and then you're drinking alcohol at night, when is your body getting a chance to switch off? When is your nervous system getting a chance to deregulate or downregulate itself and breathe again? And so just simmer in that in a moment. A lot of us think that we're drinking to switch off. Well, we've got to understand, are you drinking to keep performing? Are you using alcohol as a peak performance drug? Does alcohol help you perform in social situations? Does alcohol help you add an extra 2 hours to your work day that you just wouldn't have the time for? Do you use alcohol to connect and collaborate and communicate with your partner, because if you didn't drink alcohol, you just wouldn't have the patience? Do you drink alcohol at the end of the day so you can get the kids' dinner ready? Whatever it is, any of those examples there, those are examples of using alcohol as a peak performance drug. Please be aware that you drink for entirely different reasons to why other people drink. And if you're like me, then chances are you're using alcohol, whether you knew it or not, as a peak performance drug. The question that I want to leave you with, and get back to me if this has been helpful, is, here's the question. When are you giving your body a chance to actually switch off? Because alcohol is not switching it off. Alcohol does not help you switch off. It helps you suppress the feeling of needing to switch off. The biggest downfall of as a high performer and someone who has their shit together and wants to get a lot done is they often want to continue performing. If you don't take a grasp or a handle on that, you're going to do a lot of damage to your body. So my question for you is, when are you giving yourself a chance to switch off? Feel free to get back to this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you'd apply this to your own life. And I'm looking forward to keeping the conversation going. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed this video.